So one of the things I talk about with my clients, and something that gets brought up by them, which is the more important thing, is that they realise that talking about social mobility offers an opportunity to look at intersectionality.
As a woman in tech, what was it like
Yeah.
breaking into a male dominated industry, and what would your advice be to others wanting to do the same?
So I found it was not especially hard, if I'm honest, because I think I joined the industry when I was about 22, and it was just a lot of fun. There was a lot of young people joining. What I would say actually is tenacity will go a long way. And at the very first tech firm I joined, I applied and I wasn't successful. And I got the letter at the time saying, not this time. And I was incensed. I thought, what do you mean you're not going to hire me? And I phoned them up and said, can I have some feedback on what didn't work out? And it was as a result of me calling in to ask for feedback that they actually offered me the job. So I think tenacity goes a long way, and asking for what you want. So like not being afraid to put yourself out there and kind of say what it is that you're after.
So your speeches are defined by your humorous honesty. So why do you decide to use humour when discussing sensitive topics?
Because I think we all need to laugh. That's one thing, and certainly something that we've learnt over the past year. We still need, in the darkest of times, a bit of humour. And a lot of the times when I'm discussing things like my background and things that have happened to me, I never want to burden people with that. And I want to show them that by using a bit of lightness of touch and by making people laugh, we can kind of explore some topics in a way that just feels a little bit less po-faced or heavy.
So you speak on social mobility awareness.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what are the main issues surrounding social mobility?
The main issue is that it's going backwards. And if I think about my parents' generation, or people that were born in the sort of 40s and 50s, the ability for them to create a kind of better lifestyle than their parents had was much easier than it is today. So for somebody from a very low income background to put themselves in a position where they have greater financial, social, and cultural capital is much more difficult. And the OECD have said that it could take 4 or 5 generations for someone on a low income, from a low income background, to earn the average wage. And that is absolutely shocking.
Why should social mobility feature as part of a organisation's diversity and inclusion strategy?
Because poverty is indiscriminate. So one of the things I talk about with my clients, and something that gets brought up by them, which is the more important thing, is that they realise that talking about social mobility offers an opportunity to look at intersectionality, where people of all different ethnicity or sexual preference or physical ability, if you're poor, it cuts across all those things, and it gives them an opportunity to think about what they could do as an organization to improve their position on where they hire people from, and in focusing on helping people from low income backgrounds, it enables them to help people who are experiencing all manner of disadvantage.